Alright, so I'm going to show you how to put triggers up in buildings from underneath the map. Um, do your normal thing, start out, put a random trigger anywhere in a grid and a checkpoint, then you can make props and all that crap. You want to be in motorcycle mode because it's a little easier. And you start off, main thing you need is a platform which you will put a checkpoint on, and then the trigger will be there because you can put triggers on props if there's a checkpoint above or below them, and the barges are big enough where you can just put the checkpoint right on them. So you put down your barge, then you want to use the bottom just for ease of access because you're going to make a little rampy thing going up to it to be able to access it from under the map. So you put down a normal one, then you flip another one over. You want it relatively flat. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the closer the better. Yeah, it's pretty good. And you put that down. And then the thing is, it has to be at least a distance of a hot dog stand above you. So that's the amount of clearance that you're going to need. So you're still going to have to play with it a little bit, but in most cases you can actually put the template from above ground instead of having to sort of finagle it in there. Alright, so you stick your hot dog thing there, and then you take another prop, small prop. Usually I use the cement bags because they're easy to see and whatnot, but in this case I'm going to use the cash pile, cash crate. And what you want to do is use it as your first prop in the template and get it relatively in the middle, because that's where you're going to end up going underneath the map and putting a checkpoint on it and putting a trigger on there. So, alright. You get your cache thing there, and then you need to build a platform that you're going to be able to access from under the map, because you can't get the camera up high because the ground is going to be like right at this level. You'll understand more what I mean in a bit. But all you do is make your ramp. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be able to get your motorcycle up there. And then a flat one down here to be able to put your guy on. Oh, that's a bit. And to get flat angles back, you just have your rotation type on something other than world heading, prop stacking off, then you select it and deselect it, and it'll hold the angle. In case you didn't know. And then just make sure you can run up there. Yeah, that's easy. There you go. Then you make a prop template. And you want to start with this little prop here, because that's the one that you're going to be using to place on the ground from drive mode. Alright, so that's all them. Save it. And then let's go over to the Humane Labs. And this can be done literally anywhere there's a thing, like an interior. It's actually pretty easy to do with the Humane Labs, because once you have done a test, you can pop back out right to here. So I'm just gonna hit a test, and then after you do a test, all the doors and garages and shit open up in Creator. You don't even have to complete it. Alright. Get to the room here. Okay, and then go to your props and your templates. As you can see, even though it's a restricted area, you can place them. You just have to have it away from your bike and placeable. So, just use your imagination, and let's say about probably here should be good. And then go over to the windmill. It has to be one of a couple of them, I think. One that has a ladder and two that don't have a ladder, but just find that yellow ladder deal and shoot straight down it. Go into photo mode to see easier. And you don't want to go too low because you'll you'll die. And you'll shoot back up out of the map. It'll be terrible. And you have to take this whole journey again. There is a way to use checkpoints and cabins placed over them. Then in drive mode you switch back to it, and it'll like push you through walls and floors. I suppose you could do that for this, and it might actually be faster, but it's a little technical. There's like a tunnel and stuff down in here too. You could probably rig it up in the tunnel if you spent some time, but you don't want to go over that water there because it'll pop you back up above the map. Alright, as you can see, is it? It didn't spawn the thing. Did I forget to select the one goddamn platform? Oh, I'll be so pissed. I'm so stupid. Oh, no, it's just invisible. Alright, so you want to get right here, right under where those first props were. Might be able to see them if you go in, yeah. There we go. If you quick grab them and then deselect them, they'll pop up. Alright, so you get rid of this guy. And you put your checkpoint down. And then you drive over to the corner. with your thing there, but let's see. I think wherever you put the trigger, the way that the camera will be facing is like towards you and the right. So like the bottom right of the trigger is where the camera ends up being placed. And I want it on the north side wall where the Humane Labs sign is. So it should, if I get it about here, I think, end up showing up right perfect. But you gotta have your bike far enough away. Alright, let's see what that does. Then you just make a little race, whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where the lobby camera is. Doesn't matter what the photo is. But you gotta have all the stuff saved. You gotta have it all checked off so that you can save it. And let's go to the online. And it should just spawn you right up in there when you back out from the betting screen. Or you could probably back out from the car selection screen too. If it works. Should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. Yep, so now if you move the camera up, it should show the car up on the floor. Yep, bam. And now when you change it, inside the labs, damn it, I didn't get it quite right. So I'd have to move my bike sort of clockwise-ish so that it would be showing the whole Humane Labs thing right behind me. But now when I back out, it should be popping up right up and down. That's in the labs. There you go. That's how you do it. And now I'm going to join Fast Rides and Turtle Slides.